classes. Today we will discuss a new topic regarding to the business services, that is electronic banking. The shortcut of electronic banking we can use that e-banking. So e-banking provided by various bank to its customer, that the customer can conduct the banking transaction by using of internet. So using of internet on their computer, personal computer or mobile phone or any other personal digital assistance. Through these facilities, it is helpful for the customers as well as the bank, that it related to the lower cost transactions, and it also add value for the building of banking relationship with the customer, and it also empowers the customers. E-banking also provided various offers to the range of services, that is provide electronic fund transfer, this is known as the EFT, also provided automated teller machine facilities, that is ATM facilities, and also provided point of sales, electronic data interchange and credit card facilities. Digital payment. The Government of India has been taking several measures for creating and encouraging digital payment in our country. For this purpose, the Government of India started Digital India campaigning, and the main aim of this campaigning is to create the digital empowered economy, that is paperless economy, faceless economy and cashless economy. For this purpose, the various types and modes of digital payments are launched by the Government of India. One of them are, first is banking card. Banking card consists of three types of digital payment. One is debit card, second is credit cards, and third one is prepaid card. Let's discuss this one by one. Next is debit card. Debit card is also an electronic card issued by the bank, which allows the bank client access to his account to withdraw cash or pay for goods and services. So basically this facility is given by the bank to their customers, that allowing to his account to withdraw of the cash or pay for the goods and services. So basically when the customer makes payment using the debit card, his account balance is automatically reduced. The limit of withdrawal or payment of through debit card ends at the minimum account balance in the bank account, and this can be vary that bank to bank. Next is credit card. So credit card is also an electronic card issued by the financial institutions authorizing the holder to buy goods and services on credit. Credit card have a maximum amount or credit limit which the user can borrow during the given period. Credit card holder has to pay the bill to the bank after regular time intervals, and in case of any defaults, the high interest will be charged on their apply. So these are the basic concepts relating to the credit card. The third one is prepaid cards. Prepaid means paid in advance. So prepaid card is a type of payment instrument in which the money is loaded in advance to make purchases. The type of card may not be linked with to the bank account to the customer. However, a debit card issued by the bank is linked with the bank account of the customer. Digital payment is USSD. USSD stands for U for unstructured, S for supplementary, S for service, and D for data. So USSD stands for unstructured supplementary service data. This is another type of digital payment method in which star 99 hash can be used to carry out the mobile transactions without downloading any application. So for this purpose we used star 99 hash. Under this type payment can be made without using any mobile data facility. The main aim of using of this digital payment is to create an environment of inclusion among the underserved section of the society and integrate them to make mainstream banking. And the basic use of this data is to know the fund transfer and to know the bank statement and related to know the bank queries. Aadhaar enabled payment system. This is shortly known as AEPS. It can be used for all banking transactions such as balance inquiry, cash withdrawal, cash deposits, payment transactions, Aadhaar to Aadhaar fund transfer, etc. And this service can be availed only when the Aadhaar number is registered with the bank where account is held. Next payment system is UPI. UPI stands for Unified Payment Interface. Under this system, any customer holding any bank account can send and receive money through a UPI based app. There is no transaction charges for using UPI. Next is Micro ATM. Micro ATM is a mini version of an ATM. This machine contains card swipe facility and fingerprint scanner. This machine are carried by bank representative at remote and mobile location. Next is mobile wallet. Mobile wallet is a type of virtual wallet service that can be used by downloading an app. They offer services like sending and receiving money, making online payment, etc. The example of mobile wallet are Paytm, PhonePe, etc. Next is Bharat Interface for Money app, or shortly known as BHIM app. BHIM app works in collaboration with UPI. Transactions carried out by using VPA, that is virtual payment address. The BHIM app can be used anyone who has a mobile number, debit card and a valid bank account. Internet banking. Internet banking refers to the making banking transactions directly with the bank through the use of internet. The necessary things needed for internet banking is, first is an active bank account with balance in it for transactions. Next is debit card is required or credit card number is required. Customer's user ID, bank account number, login password, transactions password, and also required a PC with access to the web. This is also known as online banking or web banking. Mobile banking. Mobile banking is a system that allows the customers to perform banking transactions through a mobile device. So basically these are the banking transactions are done through using of a mobile device. Through the mobile banking, users can accomplish the tasks such as checking of account balance, transferring of fund, bill payment or recharge, etc. So these are the concepts relating to the mobile banking. Now we discuss some benefits of e-banking. First, to customer. It provides a 24-hour, 365 days a year service to the customer of the bank. It also provides customers that can make transactions from any place. It inculcates a service of financial discipline by recording of each and every transaction. Bank also provide that e-banking also provide a greater satisfaction to the customers. Now we discuss benefit of e-banking to the bank. So bank, basically e-banking provide competitive advantages to the bank. The bank can expand far and wide due to the facility of internet banking. And the last point is load on the branches considerably reduced due to the centralized database. So these are the basically the benefits of e-banking. So this is all about our today's lesson. Hope you guys understand this topic. Thank you for watching.